everyone, and this is going to be a UTAU tuning tutorial. The first thing that I want to say is this tutorial is going to be pretty basic. Like, I'm not going to go into anything crazy. It's going to be a fairly basic tutorial. And I also want to say that this tutorial is going to be based on how I personally like to tune things, and there's no right way to tune things. And everyone likes to tune things differently. Like, one person will not tune the same thing in the same way as another person. So please do it your own way whenever you want to. You don't have to follow like anything in this tutorial exactly, because finding your own way of doing things is important too. But anyway, before I actually tune, hit Control A and then right click on your notes and then go to Region Property. Once you hit Region Property, a box like this should pop up for you, and then you will go to Flags and hit your space bar, and then go to STP and hit your space bar. Go to where it says Pre-Utterance and clear it, and then go to where it says Modulation and add a 0, and don't fiddle with the intensity, and then hit OK. Make sure that your whole project is selected, and then go to Reset up here, and then go to ACPT up here, then go to P2, P3, and then go back to ACPT. Okay. So then go up to where it says Tools and go to Built-in Tools, and then go to where it says Crossfade. Once you do that, hit OK. And then now we've crossfaded the project. Okay. So after that, the project is pretty much ready to actually be tuned. I personally use a plugin. It's called the Pitch Editor plugin. I personally use that plugin, and I'm gonna share where you can download the plugin in the description of this video. So the actual changes in pitches are called pitch bends, and when you're tuning, there's actually a lot of different pitch bends that people use, sort of the shapes, but I only really use 4, so I'm just going to show you guys these 4 because they're really the only ones that I find necessary. I'm also going to tell you about where to use them. The first one is sort of a lightning bolt shape, and I'm just in freehand mode right now because it's easy to work in. Something like this, I use this pitch bend whenever notes are going up, like there's a gap going upwards like this. I use that there mostly. And then the next one will be a bowl shape, which is sort of like a U, I want to say, like this type of shape. And I like to use this one whenever there's gaps and the pitch is going down. And if you add like a line here, you can make it a little bit smaller and different other things. If you want to add, like, if you want to give like a certain part of your project or your notes, if you want to make it feel more impactful, I could say, then add a little spike in the pitch bends. That's what I like to do. And I also really like to do this for gaps in notes. Like if we have one note and then a space and then another note, I usually add those there for that. Yeah. And then the last one will be, I'll call it like a dip. It'd be kind of like the opposite of a spike. I don't use this as much as the others. I usually use it whenever there's notes that are the same pitch in a row. So if there's like a bunch of notes that are the same pitch lined up in a row, I'll usually use this. Some UTAUs, when they sing, they don't sound very good if you have a bunch of like notes in a row. They'll sound kind of bad. And if you don't have any tuning there, and if I don't know what to do there, I'll just add a bunch of like little dips. So also, if you just want to add something, like if your tuning feels empty in a certain place, then just add a bunch of those. That's basically why I use them. I use them with some voices more than others. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Like, if you're going up, use the lightning bolt shape. If you're going down, use the bowl shape. If you want to make something sound more impactful, use the spike. And if you are bored and just want to add something to change the way it sounds, use the dip. And that's pretty minimalistic. And that's pretty much how I've been getting by with tuning UTAU. But I also have some advice, because if you want to make your cover sound more emotional or more crazy, then just add more, go overboard with the pitch bends. And if you want to make it sound more calm and less energetic or aggressive, then make them more minimalistic. Aside from that, there's also another thing that's really important when you're tuning. So for long notes, like this one right here, we want to add vibrato, which is basically just a really rapid change in the pitch. And so right-click your note and then go to where it says pitch. This box will pop up. You can hit the check mark, and then you can hit OK, and then it will make a vibrato for you, and then you can adjust it how you want it. I'll make it look like this, something like that. This is for if you want to add a growl, which will be like an aggressive vibrato. Drag where it says cycle, drag that all the way down, and drag depth all the way up. And it doesn't have to be all the way down, all the way up. You can change it to be less dramatic, and then after that, we'll want to hit OK. And that's pretty much it. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and I hope you all have a nice day.